I love you, handsome. These are the photographs of the year from Sony for 2025. I like the camels a lot. I like the hump in the middle with the mountains. It's super cute. And I've said this is camels like 8 times. I'm now realizing these are not camels. These are alpacas. The long, narrow, winding path, like all these pathways throughout the mountains. How incredible would that be to walk? I've never been to another country. I've never gotten to experience mountains with colors in them before. That's beautiful. The second one, just a bunch of squids in the sky. Cool shot, but just seems like an event. This is like a parade. I mean, friggin' New York has a better one than this every year. Low-key underrated, this one. It's a city, but it looks like a, I don't know, like a data cell in a computer. Whatever the proper term for that is. We really are living in a machine, and everyone just runs around doing these NPC routines. You get depressed about it, and then you look outward and really think about it, and then it's actually, when you get so small, it's not depressing anymore. It's just a part of a large system. I think it would be more terrifying to be a single cell organism that's in charge of everything. Rather, it's nice being a lung cell or a heart cell or whatever, and the mass computer of humanity. I like this one a lot. My girlfriend didn't like this one, but I think it's interesting. However, I'm always sci-fi biased. That's me. Good colors on this one. The green with the blue, the bird having the opposite with the green body and the blue head, the hands doing something rather than looking awkward. I wouldn't know what to do with my hands. Like I'm in that I don't know. It's artsy. I like the veil over the face. It seems symbolic of, I don't know, what is it symbolic of? Divine femininity. The call to nature. The shun of the Barbie and the Ken world, yet the feminine language is so in touch with nature. It sits upon her shoulder, and it speaks to her, almost telepathically. The bird's out of place, almost like it was photoshopped in, because she can hear it, but can others see it? I don't like the brown chair in the back, though. It's kind of off-putting. Next one. Lava. He took it someplace hot. Hot picture. Kind of a sick desktop background. I might crop that. This one had everyone in the Reddit comments freaking out, man. I mean, it's cool, but it doesn't tell a story, does it? You know how I just made up a story with the bird and the girl? I can't really make up, like, diving into the depths with being illuminated from the light from which you was descended upon. I don't know. Just the coolest picture. The coolest picture. Not the coolest concept. I don't like this one. My girlfriend was saying it's the Fibonacci symbol, where it's all chaotic and it comes to a central point. And that's true. And the brown tones are very nice and calming. But I don't like I can't really see what's written on the wall. But then I can clearly tell, like on the window, there's something written down. And I can't see what the hell that is. But then over here on the wall, my house is your house and your house is my... It's just like a cliche thing I can read. That's just weird. I don't like... If I was taking a picture, try and win things, I would not put a cliche in it. Just like something you would get at a TJ Maxx house painting, including in your picture. They got stacks of money. Oh, that's books. That's cool. I do like the way there's a ledge to the windows, though. I wish more apartments had that, for real. Low-key one of the better ones. Birds. It's so chaotic. In this foreground, it's super chaotic. And all the birds are look at all the bird, like all the droplets going off, all this, but all the birds in the back, boom, they're kind of scary. Just all glooming over the shoulders to this point. But yet the water in the back is very still. It's cloudy, and I like that. It's not even a sunny day. Like it's a bit overcast. And then just when you get it to the depths, it's like this black and green slime kind of color with this weird, just awful white to tan to I don't even know. All this the colors are so ugly, but that's what's kind of beautiful about this is how ugly of a picture this is. But yet there's complete uniformity in all the birds, just their creepy beady eyes staring forward. And then this one just in the back who's like kind of like like capture my good side. About dude, this one over here, you could just barely see its little ghost face. It's so creepy. Oh, I like this one. This one's just biting his head or whatever. It's very Renaissance. I like that. Oh, definitely the best use of color out of all these. Everything's very beaten down, but yet it's very pretty. It's like taking care of beaten down, and that's what I'm getting from this image is people that eat the streets are clean. They're not really getting much of a mess. They're sitting on red buckets. I like the red buckets sticking out right here. It's a very cool way to show that, hey, we live here every day. But it doesn't mean we gotta let it look trashy. I wish fucking my culture would take from that. Jesus. We don't care about nothing. Playing with shadows and angles. Cool. Oh my god. Gross. Actually gross. Get that out of my sight. What is that? Worst picture of the year? This one's cool just because he's cheesing. He's so happy whatever's going on. I'm assuming this is like soccer. Maybe someone won a soccer match. Or war. Very similar. They simulate each other. Cool perspective. I like how things aren't lined up. Like all the boxes are kind of slanted slightly. It reminds me of in Harry Potter when he goes to get his wand. That wand place. He's kind of like the electronic. He's the wand guy, but for electronics. He's like, what the fuck do you want? A AA battery? You want a SIM card? You want a fucking like 1960s like where the computers had the fucking actual punch hole paper things? He probably has shit like that in the back. Who knows? This guy might know the most about electronics, low-key, ever. I just like the dirt being slashed up. That's really it. I can't really make out much in the background. Something's happening. It's definitely a cool photograph. But no one's really looking at anything. Like he's looking kind of back off here. They're looking forward. Something's happening here. He's looking more towards the camera. I feel like there was a better moment for this picture, but this is what they got. Another black and white. It does it well, primarily because there's such a harsh juxtapositions right here between her on her phone and then them seemingly stuck in the past. This almost looks like what they would be doing before we had phones at all. No one's looking at anything directly. They're kind of staring off in the distance or eating or I don't know, just kind of looking around. And then she's, I don't know, I assume she has a phone. Just it looks like that from the angle. Why is the lock on here? Why would you want to lock that? It looks like they're in an oven for whatever reason. I hate sports photography. Bro, oh, this was the color of the basketball, really. It's fucking glowing. The basketball is glowing. I think if anything, there's... I'm not going to say... I'll say. It looks like you could make some kind of racial undertones here towards how athletes are perceived, and that maybe they're glorified in certain aspects but not another when they're given the golden fucking glowing ball, all of a sudden their importance, but all these front seat tickets, these expensive tickets are. I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm not gonna say anymore. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I hate crabs. Let me go back. Okay. The only pictures that are really worth giving a about. This one, if you want a cool desktop background. This one for sure is low-key cool, but I wouldn't want to look at it all the time. It kind of shocks me with just how blatantly nasty that is, but it's interesting. I'll never forget it. It's the best picture of storks or whatever they are, pelicans. We'll go back to the alpacas that I thought were camels forever, where we all began this journey before you went with me and talked about all the pictures of the year by Sony. I just found this on Reddit, and I wanted to talk about it because usually I'm angry, but I'm not today. I didn't even run. I just went to Aldi's. So, have a good one.